going to pick up Ricky, and I'm hoping that I have good news that he had another good day, because he had a really good day yesterday. But from here, after I pick up Ricky, I have to go to Walmart. Yay, Walmart. So I can see him playing on the playground right now, so they should be wrapping it up here in the next couple of minutes. Okay, we gotta get your body wash. Okay. Don't lick the cart. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Where is... this thing? I have one like that, Ricky. You already have one like that.
Swimming?
Yeah. Are you shopping?
Baby top.
Not seeing on. There's that. Huh. Ricky?
It's a pillow.
It's a pillow?
It's a key that gets looking in the bathroom.
Does it go in the bathroom? Is it comfortable? I thought I heard him say comfortable just now. Is that comfortable?
Yeah. Let's keep walking.
Okay, let's keep walking. Hi. You know how you over worry and overthink things, and then when the situation happens, you're like, I should not have to worry that much. That's the situation that I'm in right now. We had at the conference with his teacher, and it was not what I thought it was going to be. It was actually a lot better than I had expected. With the bad marks that Ricky was getting, I thought that there might have been some issues, him having like a meltdown or him having some of those major issues. It just goes to show that you really shouldn't worry about things. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, but to me, I just was afraid that he was not having an easy time transitioning or paying attention, because the little boxes that I showed y'all in my previous vlogs, it doesn't give you much room, or it doesn't give the teacher much room to write out exactly what was going on. So my best friend was right. Chris, you were right. This teacher really just wanted to get on the same page with us. She wanted to hear how things were going during his therapy sessions and while he was at home. When she would write a bad mark, she elaborated on what that was. Whenever they were watching a video, like say it was carpet time and they were watching a video, Ricky would sit down and he would pay attention because he was visually stimulated. But when she was standing up, talking and wanting the whole class to sit down at the carpet, he would be there for a couple of minutes and then he would get up and he would wander. And she said academically, and this is what it sort of surprised me. I mean, Ricky can recognize his numbers and his letters. There are a lot of things on the list of goals that they have for their preschoolers that he was accomplishing well before he ever started school or was in therapy. But then there are some other things that he just can't grasp, like drawing a picture and then expressing what's in that picture. Like that for him is his biggest problem. because the communication barrier is there. So that's like the biggest thing that he has, the biggest issue that he has. Other than that, like the alphabet and the numbers, he knows all of them. She said during that time, he would get up and he would wander. But when they would sit down at their desk after she would go through the teaching lesson, then they would sit down at their desk and do the little activity sheets that she had for them, whether it's a letter or a number that she was teaching the class. During the carpet time, when she's teaching the class, he would get up and wander. But once he sat down, he would fly through the worksheet that they had. And she said, I really think in that aspect, that academic aspect, he's well advanced. So when he gets up from the carpet and he's not listening to me and he's wandering, she's like, I think it's because he's bored. And that very well could be. But I also told her, and I will try to get some footage of this, so people who feel like they're not keeping their child's attention, just hear me out here for a second, especially if you're new. If you are a veteran parent, please let me know down in the comments if you can confirm what I'm saying or if this is just for Ricky, because I really am interested to hear from you guys. So here's the thing. When I try to sit down with Ricky and teach him something face to face, I can't keep his attention longer than a couple of minutes. He won't keep eye contact, and this is all things that we know that kids on the spectrum, they have a hard time with eye contact and that sort of engagement that a lot of teachers and people in public education, they expect from their students. But the one thing that I've noticed with Ricky is that if he gets up and he wanders and I still continue to talk to him as if he is engaging me with eye contact, if I ask him a question, he will answer it specifically to how I was telling him. Does that make sense? Like, I may not feel like I have his full attention when he gets up and he wanders around and he finds something to play with and he's playing with it, and I keep trying to teach him even though he's not sitting with me. If I come back to him and I ask him a question that pertains to what I was trying to teach him, he'll answer it correctly. So I told her, because of the sensory issues that he has, sometimes with an autistic person, even though they're not looking at you to make you think that they're engaged with you, even though they're not looking at you, they might be looking this way, their eyes might be wandering around, but they're listening. Maybe that's the way that they take in information. Because if you think about it, their senses are so sensitive, they're so hyperactive that sometimes in order for them to listen, they can't really look at you. They have to look away in order to really hear what you're saying. Does that make any sense? Because I feel like that's where Ricky is at this point. Will that change as he gets older? I don't know. We'll have to see. But right now, that's the issue that she was having. That is the reason why he was getting bad marks. She's going to let him wander. She said as long as he's not doing something that's disrupting the other students' attention, you know, as long as he wandered, because she said what he does is he'll wander for a couple of minutes and then he'll come back to the carpet. So she's like, well, since I've talked to you and since you've explained that to me, I will let him wander just as long as he's not getting into something that's disrupting the class, which that's relieving to me. To have a teacher that can be on the same page as the parents and say, look, this is what we're going to do for him. as long as it's working and as long as it's not disruptive. She's like, I won't try to coax him back, because if that's the way that he's retaining his information, let's let him do that. So to me, it was like, yes, I love this teacher. Another thing that she did that I was very appreciative about is she said, I'm not sure if you received all the information of the goals that we would like students in pre-K to accomplish over this semester and the next semesters, but it elaborates more. I mean, it's a thick little packet that she gave me, and her idea with giving me that is, let's try to see if his therapist can incorporate what some of these goals are and see if we can try to get him to achieve some of these goals. And if they try to implement it now, by the time that we get to the point where they have to assess if he's met that goal or if he's improving on that goal, then hopefully he'll be able to score a lot better than if he, in other words, giving him a way a head start by asking his therapist to kind of implement those sorts of techniques and things so that he can meet those goals when that time arises, when he needs to be tested on it. I didn't even think about that, and I'm gonna write that down. I know I'm recording this and I'll be able to remember it, but I'm also gonna write it down so I can remember at the beginning of every school year, I am going to request the teacher to give me as much information as she can on what is going to be taught and what is going to be expected of him, whether he's testing or whether this is like certain goals that he needs to achieve. Like, that's, I didn't even think about that. I'm brand new to this stuff. So I didn't even think about that. That's a wonderful idea. If I can try to incorporate it in my one-on-one time with him while he's home, whether it's during the summer or during the Christmas break or whatever the case may be, that I can ask his therapist to try to incorporate these lessons so that we are just helping him along as best as we can. I can't even express how grateful I am that this teacher was able to sit down and say, let's try to come together and figure out what's the best thing for Ricky right now. Do you have mail?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, a bee.
I get the sticker.
You got a sticker? Ricky, what does a bee make? Do you remember what a bee makes? Hey, Ricky, what makes honey? A bee. A bee makes honey. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like sticker.
Yeah.
Let's get that one.
Hi.
Now let's check back in with our plastic bottle crash test up.
Getting heavy. You're getting heavy. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Ugh. Did you have a good nap? Did you see Grandma today? Yeah? You're gonna be Superman?
Let's get in shape.
The other thing that I wanted to show you guys is the app that I was talking about when I said that Ricky is reading ahead. So this is Ricky's tablet, and this right here is the app. So I'll pull it up. see if the volume is up. Endless reader. Okay, I knew it was endless reading or endless reader. Is endless reader. Okay. Now they have numbers. So let's just pick the first one right here. And again, not sponsored. Okay, now watch. See how it does the phonics along with the letter recognition. Again, not sponsored. So this is how he has been learning certain words. I mean, it's so cute. That is so adorable. And then it'll read it. Watch.
Grumpkin likes to eat 3 sardines on his spaghetti.
So see, and then you just go along and it'll, so eat, letter E, funny, letter F. So it'll just keep going down the alphabet. I'm not sure if you get the full alphabet on the free app, but it's worth the money. Okay, so Reader 1 pack is 20 more level 1 words. So those are the easy to read words, and you buy 1 pack for $5.99. And then they have different packs. This is level 2, level 3, and I mean really it's worth it in my opinion. So $30 you get all the reader packs. I mean, that's, to me, that is worth the money in my opinion. I mean, overall the app is free, but these are for the extensions if you wanted to continue. And $30, I mean, that's not bad at all. Or was it 40? Was it $39.99? See how well my memory is? Lord. But I think that it's worth it, especially if you have a child that really takes in information interactively, because I've seen an improvement with Ricky since he's been using this app. So it's a wonderful, wonderful tool. There's another one that I just thought of earlier today that I thought, you know, if I'm going to show them the Endless Reader, then I'm going to show this one too, because it kind of correlates with each other. So I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this or not. I'm pretty sure you do. But those of you who don't, I just want to pass along information, because I would really like to help any way that I can if you are having problems with your child really catching on with reading. So Endless Reader is a good one. And then there's another one that I wanted to show you guys real quick, whether you know it or not, just trying to pass along information to help other parents. So this is my phone, and on my phone I have the Libby app. Oops. Come on. So this app is wonderful. It's been really, really helpful, Ricky, especially at night. It is free, and it is through any of your public libraries. So let's say that you have a public library card, okay? You put your information into this app and you can rent any book that you would like, any ebook, any audiobook that you would like. And here's my shelf that I have so far, and these are the ones that we've already read. This Green Eggs and Ham, we have all these different kinds. Now these are free, and you rent them, you get them I think for like 14 days for a rental. So that would be like if you even went to your local library and rented a book. I mean, it's just amazing. And the reason why I like the Libby app so much, especially for Ricky, is because Ricky has a fixation with paper. He will eat paper. He will tear it up. He likes the sound that it makes when you tear paper, and he likes to eat paper. You have to be really careful with him. So I have been extremely leery about buying books for him right now until I can get him to understand we don't eat our books, we don't tear our books up. He's just now having a high fascination with reading, so I feel like I can transition him into, you love this book? If we love this book, we take care of the book. We don't tear it, we don't put it in our mouths. Hopefully I will be trying it out with a couple of books that I am going to be purchasing, but for right now, this app is like a godsend to me, because this he can read a book and I don't have to worry about him eating the paper or tearing the pages or destroying the book. This is a way for him to really grow that interest in reading without destruction. You see what I'm saying? So those two apps, I mean, if you're really trying to get your child into reading and having a love of books, I highly recommend Libby and Endless Reader. And check out the other apps that the Endless Reader company has. They are wonderful tools, very interactive, very cute, and I highly recommend them. Not sponsored, again, I'm not sponsored by anyone. So I hope you guys found that informative, and you know, you can utilize that for your kids or even for yourself. I mean, the Libby app, you can get any library book or audiobook for free, and you rent it for 14 days. And some of them, if they are a popular title, yeah, sometimes you'll end up getting on a wait list, but it's still worth it. I mean, you might have to wait a couple of weeks for a person to release the borrowed book, but it's still worth it though. I mean, there are tons and tons of books on this app, and I love it. I mean, if I want to have some me time, I can just go through the books. If I want to read a nonfiction book or a self-improvement book or a fiction thriller, whatever it is, I can just download it on my phone, and that's it. No charge, no money, free. I mean, who doesn't like free? So I think for today, that will be it. Ricky is finishing his pizza. It's Pizza Friday, so he is finishing his pizza. I gotta get the boys in the bath. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I mean, it's a lot of good news and some information, so if you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, then hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell button next to it so you know when we upload. It'll notify you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be getting footage of the weekend. Who knows what we're going to get into. But we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Be blessed. Bye-bye.